I had the opportunity to receive a gift that I decided to re-gift at one of the parties that we had. I regifted it, I packed it, I wrapped it up, and then gave it to somebody. And the next year, a year later, they too regifted it, but gave it back to me, not knowing that it was a gift that I had regifted and given to them initially.
One Christmas, I looked in unwrapped, and it was one of my older brother's toys that he didn't like, and it became mine. So I received a lot of hand-me-downs because I was the youngest, but that was probably the strangest, is that I knew the toy, I had seen it before, and I knew it was given to my brother, but he didn't want it, so I got it now. So that's the strangest one I've ever had.
When I was a kid, I always wanted a basketball. It isn't that strange, is it? Though, but it was kind of strange what happened, because I wanted this basketball, and sure enough, under the tree, this round object came, and I was pretty excited. And when I opened it up, unfortunately, it was a globe. I guess my parents wanted me to learn geography instead of basketball. So.
I received a porcelain cone during a Christmas exchange. No one wanted it. And it was an exchange where if you picked a gift that you didn't want, then you could grab for another gift and leave someone with the unwanted gift. Well, I received the unwanted gift. I have it in my office as a memento of how strange that experience was for me.
It was somewhere around the 1900s that it seems so far away, but it was actually a couple of years ago, right? So somewhere around 1990, I remember a very special Christmas. The whole family, my cousins, my aunts, uncles, we were all there. And my uncle used to dress as Santa Claus. He just came, and it was so exciting seeing him coming in with a bag full of gifts and laughing and doing the Santa Claus laugh. Of course, there was lots of food, lots of laughter, and I will always cherish that in my memory.
I just like gathering. I like family to gather. That's a tradition I like. I love it when we're able to gather around a table, eat together. I'm glad this year my daughter gets to come out, and her husband, and my grand dogs, I guess, will be out with her, and we all get to gather, and we'll be together. And that's a tradition I think Christmas is really about. It's about pulling together and being together.
The whole nostalgia, the whole feeling of Christmas lights. It's interesting that Christmas feels more meaningful at night. It's a direct connection to Jesus as the light of the world. By contrast, the darkness that existed at the time when he came, and Jesus being the light that swallows up the darkness. And so to me, there is a connection. Even the Christmas lights that we see decorating in places that are maybe have lost the meaning of Christmas or the significance of the gift of Jesus.
It's interesting that throughout time, there's been a lot of important people. We tend to remember those great figures that have done or contributed something for history. But somehow, Jesus' birth and life has been something constant throughout periods and has been able to cross barriers that other figures or important characters have not been able to.
Christ has always been that bright light for me. And as long as I can see the light at the end of the tunnel, even though I may not be at the end of the tunnel, if I can see and picture the light of Christ at the end of the tunnel, it gives me the strength to continue to move forward towards that light.
There have been some dark times in my life, and I have been comforted by the fact that Christ is the light of the world. He came to share the love of his Father with all of us, and that has given myself and my family great comfort in knowing that Christ did that on our behalf.
Old Testament talks about the light coming in. People who walk in darkness have seen a great light. And then when Jesus came, Jesus says, I'm the light of the world. But then Jesus says, you are the light of the world. When we pray, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven, it means that that light that Christ gave needs to come through us into our communities, our workplaces, into our neighborhoods, and in this dark place where people are, whether they're in distress or whether they're being disappointed or whether they have doubt, whatever darkness they're walking through, we as Christians should be there to give them the strength of Christ, who is the light.
Keep searching until you find it. It's there. It could be hidden, it could be obscure, it could be covered up, but it's there. You just got to keep searching for it.
Merry Christmas, happy holiday. Let Jesus be your guide. Enjoy the season.
Merry Christmas. I hope you have a great holiday and you enjoy your time being with those that you love around you.
Happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Spend time with your family. Enjoy yourself. This is a time of celebration, a time of family, a time of joy. Take a deep breath, inhale, exhale, and just have a wonderful time in celebrating this time of year.
Merry Christmas to our entire SEC family, and it's such a blessing to be part of this family and to collaborate together in ministry together. And we can't wait to see what God's going to continue to do through us as we gather together to be light in this world, not just at Christmas, but certainly during Christmas.
Allow God to pull you into his presence. Okay?
Good.
Done?